My name is Ben Brainard. I was born and raised in Daytona Beach, Florida. Yeah. What a gross city that is. The last time I drove through Daytona Beach, I passed by a hotel with a sign up front that just said, clean. Like that was what they were most proud of, you know? And it made me upset because it was working. They had no vacancy. Guys, that's like filling out a resume and at the bottom under special skills, putting something like, I own deodorant. And then getting the job. That's what it's like. If you don't believe me yet about how gross Daytona Beach is, at one point while I was living there, our best hotel got shut down because the meth lab in the basement blew up. And that's insane for two reasons. One, they had a meth lab in a hotel, that's pretty crazy. Two, they had a basement on the beach. I had no idea how they swung that. If that's not the perfect slogan for meth, I don't know what is. Meth, so good it'll make you want to dig a basement in Florida. I had to leave, man. I moved to Orlando for survival alone. That was it. When I got here, I went to one of the theme parks with a friend of mine who passes out on roller coasters, which would have been a lot of fun for me had he told me. But I found out on the roller coaster, when I looked over at him and all I saw was, his head started bouncing around that shoulder arms like a broken pinball machine. I thought he died. He came back a few seconds later, I had hit him. I was like, nope, don't like that. Because I've seen movies. The only things that come back from the dead are zombies and Jesus, and he's not Jesus. Because Jesus would have told me, he's a good guy. Some of you don't agree. That's fine, I'm not here to preach or anything. I told that joke in St. Pete recently. There was a doctor at the show. He came up to me after the show. He was like, hey, does your friend really pass out on roller coasters? And I was like, sometimes a little bit. It's funny. And he went, he could die. He should get that checked out. And I was like, oh. So you want to buy a sticker? Thank you for coming to the show. Bye. Orlando's dangerous. Florida's dangerous. I think that was my mistake. I should have just left Florida. That's what I should have done. I moved from Daytona Beach to Orlando thinking things would just get better. And they have a little bit, but I'm still in constant danger. Like, it's not fun. I went to Atlanta recently, and a friend of mine pulled me aside. He was like, yo, Atlanta, be careful. It's dangerous. You could get shot. And I was like, do you know where I live now? Bro, I live in Orlando, Florida. I'm an hour from the shark bite, the lightning strike, and the meth capitals of the world. 2 hours south, some guy got high on bath salts and ate a face. 30 minutes north of my house right now, there's a lake filled with over 10,000 alligators. And sometimes during hurricane season, those alligators get lifted from the lake and launched into neighboring backyards. Sharknado style. Do you think I'm scared of your bullets? I said, look, man, my name is Ben. I'm an uncle. That makes me Uncle Ben. So if you shoot me, you create Spider-Man. That's how this works. Thank you, most of you, for getting that joke. Do a lot of comedy for old white people in Florida. They have no idea what I'm talking about. Atlanta was fun, though. I stayed up there for about a week with some friends of mine that I have, and they're comedians as well. And we make like $8 a year. So they lived in the worst part of town, and I eventually just asked what parts of Atlanta I should avoid while I was there. And he just kind of opened the door and went, this part! And I was like, thank you, it reminds me of home. And right around the corner from their neighborhood was a convenience store called Jiffy Groceries. But someone had stolen the J. Yeah, so it just said Iffy Groceries, and nobody's tried to fix it. Like, there's not even a tan line where the J used to be. That's how long long it's been gone. You guys know what that means? The owner agrees with the new sign. Like, he came into work one day, saw iffy groceries on a building he owns, and just went, yeah, that's probably more accurate. I drove up to Atlanta, too. It was about a 6-hour drive from here, and I have a hybrid, so it only took me 3 days, and it was fun. I got the car, a friend of mine asked how fast it goes from 0 to 60, and I was like, I've never seen it go that fast. I've no idea. It's like a moped with a roof on it. That's all I'm driving. And I love having the car. I just hate getting made fun of for driving it, you know? Because people will say things like, ooh, a hybrid. Pretty sure that makes you gay. And it's like, no, it's a hybrid. I'm bi. Come on. If you're going to be a bigot, at least be accurate about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my doors are closed, but they're not locked. You understand? Like, I'm not helping you in, but I'm not kicking you out either. All are welcome. It's a very inclusive ride. I love telling that joke because I kind of look like someone who should be driving a hybrid. Like, I get it. It's a small car. I'm a very small person. I'm sure you've noticed. I only weigh 125 pounds. Rubbing in is not the right thing to say there in a dead quiet theater. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm wearing a jacket because I'm cold. It's 89 degrees in here. I'm miserable. I don't do cold, I don't float, but sure, let me rub it in. It's not the worst thing I've heard from that, though. One time I said that, there was a woman in the crowd that just went, oh no. I was like, ma'am, I'm small, I'm not in danger. Like, it's not even windy out. I checked. I'm not going anywhere. I'm also only 5'5". I'm short and I'm small. It's a weird combination, but I've never let the size stop me from doing the things I've always wanted to do. Like, before comedy, I actually used to be a model for Lucky Charms. That was a fun... You guys might remember me from the box. That was me. I'm magically delicious. Ladies? Men? We know who I am. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Not very often I actually get beckoned from that, but alright. Makes me look a lot younger than I am, too, especially when I shave. I'm 23 years old, but my biggest fear in life is just 2 kidnappers making an honest mistake, you know? Just hopping on the van like, oh, we got one! Oh, no! No one's paying a ransom for you, huh? Which is hurtful and accurate. That's what that is. Notice a lot of shit driving around, too. I noticed the other day on the back of a New Hampshire license plate, their state motto is live free or die. It's a very bold motto for a state that's not Texas, you know? And for comparison, Texas's state motto is friendship. Which is the most New Hampshire thing I've ever heard in my life. Yo, and they don't even have a state income tax in New Hampshire. That means back in the 1800s, Ben Franklin was walking around going, the only inevitabilities in life are death and taxes. And all of New Hampshire collectively just went, fuck it, we'll take death. That sounds good, yeah. That would have been a really cool motto had they adopted it during the American Revolution. If in 1776 New Hampshire was like, yeah, live free or die, down with England, that would have been great. But no, they adopted it in 1945. That means they waited through the American Revolution, the War of 1812, the Mexican-American War, the Civil War, the Spanish-American War, World War I, and all of World War II. Adolf Hitler died, the Germans were like, I think we got done fighting now. And New Hampshire was like, fuck, we just got here! I memorized way too much history for that. I don't know, man. I just think that's a wildly aggressive motto for such an insignificant state. You know? That's like if I walked up to you and said, yo, I'm gonna fuck your bitch. No, I'm not. I'm 5'5" and 125 pounds, bro. I am your bitch. Like, that's not...